I think a lot of people are hearing this news, and they knew it was coming, and yet you know that a lot of people in the flying public are going to listen to this, and they're going to say, nope, I don't trust it. Why should they believe that this plane is safe?
Well, good morning, Phil. It's a pleasure to be with you this morning, and I'm very proud of the work that the FAA team has done on this airplane. I'm 100% confident. It's the most scrutinized transport airplane in history, and it's ready to go. So less than an hour ago, I rescinded the grounding order that had been put in place in March of last year. We've got, this is not the end of this safety journey. There's a lot of work that the airlines and the FAA and Boeing will have to do in the coming weeks and months, but we are entering a new phase with respect to the 737 MAX.
You flew the MAX on a test flight, I think it was about a month and a half ago. You said you liked how it felt, but I've talked with a number of pilots, and they have said, look, I want to see those procedures that are being modified for people flying the 737 MAX, and if I'm not comfortable, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. So what do you say to those pilots who will look at these new procedures, which you just published this morning, and if they say they're not comfortable, what are they supposed to do?
Well, Phil, it's you know, this airplane, the work that we have done with the design changes and the training changes that will be made to the operators, and that pilots will be the training that pilots will be undergoing, makes it essential. It makes it impossible for the airplanes to have the same kind of accidents that unfortunately killed 346 people in the Ethiopian Airlines and the Lion Air accidents. Those accident scenarios, those conditions can no longer happen. So, you know, the training was reviewed by an international panel of pilots. They accomplished it over a 10-day period, and we have incorporated all of their recommendations. We have taken public comments and adjudicated all of those comments in the Flight Standardization Board report, and the training is very straightforward. I did it, and for anyone who's an experienced 737 pilot, I think it'll be a good program.
As you know, you've heard from a number of the families of victims of the 346 people who were killed in the two 737 MAX crashes. They wanted a complete redo. They believe that this plane should have been modified much more extensively for a variety of reasons having to do with the engines, the landing gear, etc. And when we've talked with them, all of them have said the same thing, including Michael STUMO, whose daughter Samya died in the Ethiopian air crash. We talked with him just a couple of days ago, and we said, how do you feel about the fact that the FAA is close to recertifying this plane? I want you to react to what he had to say to us. Here's what he told us.
They cut corners in the original design, and they're cutting corners on the fixes. It's not a safe plane. They've refused to do fixes that were pointed out, and passengers should just simply avoid it and try to find another plane.
Your reaction, Administrator Dickson?
Well, first of all, the families, the victims in these crashes have been foremost in my thoughts and foremost in the thoughts and prayers of everyone at the FAA for the last 20 months as we have gone through this effort. I can tell you that I am 100% confident in the actions that we have taken, the design changes that have been put in place with the 737 MAX, and I would put my own family on it. You know, I understand the concerns, and this is a time to certainly for humility. This is not the old FAA relationship with Boeing. We have reset that relationship, and we will continue to have a very safety-focused and compliance-focused relationship with Boeing and all manufacturers going forward.
As you've gone through this entire process, I'm sure you have heard from friends, family, others who at some point have said, you know what, this leaves a really bad taste in my mouth about the MAX. Even after you make all the changes, the training changes, the software changes, and I'm just not sure I can get on this plane. What do you say to the people who 6 months from now might be on a flight and they look down at their ticket and they see that it's a 737 MAX?
Well, the 737 MAX, as I said, it is the most scrutinized transport airplane in history. And we have, you know, this is not a typical certification process that we have undergone. The system has been redesigned to the point that these accident scenarios could never happen. And beyond that, the 737 family has a long and storied safety history. I believe over something like 190 million flights with a tremendous safety record, and the MAX is being added into that operational family. So again, I would put my own family on it. I plan to fly on it myself, and but the public will certainly have to make its decisions. But I believe that it is a safe aircraft. It meets our safety and certification standards, and I'll stand behind that.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.